It's good to get back in the fight. What's our next objective gonna be, sir? I think it's time we turn ourselves in. But why? We can't fight for the Republic if we aren't a part of it. But we could be court-martialed! Or worse. I'll take the blame. It's my fault we're in this mess. Before we get off-world, we need to pick up someone. Who? No, not him. Oh, we are not getting him. Who is it, Claus? Captain Cabot. He's a defective clone. He's stuck behind enemy lines, but he has something important. What does he have? A diagram for the Separatist new walk that we can make for the Republic. You left that with him? Well, we gotta get him. We can use him to get back to the Republic. Sir, hold on tight, we're under assault. By who? Looks Trandoshan. Wow! Noble, repeat! Noble, come in! Gary, the pilots have been killed. I'm gonna try to get up there, but I need a co-pilot. I got it. Right thrusters down. I'm gonna get her in close, but you all have to jump.
It is I, Republic Studs, back with Clone Traitors Season 2, bringing back Gary and all of the boys. Now, obviously, that intro in the beginning was a very sad intro to start off the season. Obviously, after the brutal defeat 2 episodes ago in Season 1, where Bruiser, as well as loads of the men from their unit died, they lost a very large majority there. They were able to be rescued by Hotshot and all of his friends as a brief recap. And you can watch those videos up here. I'll have a playlist link. And after that happened, they were obviously able to regroup in the gunship. A Hotshot saved them, and then the gunship came under attack by a Trandoshan militia force, because as you remember, after that happened, they had the prisoner Trandoshan prince, and, they just shot him because they were upset. And obviously, I assume they found the body, and they're like, oh, crap. And they just, they were very angry, so, they killed their leader. So, they went and hunted down the clones and shot him down. That's really the extent of it. When what happened with the Separatist leader will forever die in terms of that information, they were able to successfully complete that mission. Now, they need to turn themselves back into the Republic. And they're like, okay, that's what our next mission is. Gary was talking about that a bit at the beginning, and that's just because, you can't play for the Republic if you're not a part of it. And obviously, it's very important for them. So, they're bringing on a gunship. They're on the way to this base, and they were en route. And then obviously they came under attack. Noble was shot out, and then they recovered. They were able to recover it because Bricko jumped in with Hotshot, and they were able to kind of steer it so that way they could get everyone to jump out before it happened. Hotshot, as well as Noble and Hotshot's men and a bunch of Gary's men ended up dying in the process. A lot of Grinch's men too, the Kashyyyk troopers, the Gary's force, the 501st force. It's just so sad. It's so sad because we've seen these characters all progress with each other, and the prisoners, like, they're coming from prisoners, they're coming from the first battle, and they were all just a conglomeration of random clones coming together into this one force, and a lot of those randos still had a lot of meaning because, they came kind of from all over the place, and they kind of all joined this uh, misfit group of clones, and I think it was super neat, and it's obviously super sad to see them go, but they also had a great service to the Republic. Now, obviously, you didn't see this mock in the opening, but this is the Republic base that is right near where Gary was talking about. They were en route to this, and they were going to basically either turn themselves in or however it would happen, and they're going to take a ship, go to Coruscant, and, reinstate themselves with the Republic, which is great. I am so happy to see that. We are probably going to be going to Coruscant in the next episode, which I'm so excited for. But yeah, so I'm super excited. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell. We're going to get right on into the mock.
Hello everyone, so welcome to the mock. Obviously a very sad episode, but they are escaping to a Republic base where they will get a ship and bring themselves to Coruscant to turn themselves in, obviously with the great loss of Hotshot and Noble, as well as many of the crew. We have very few survivors. About 10, if you don't include the droid, 9. So this is a mini Republic base that has recently been set up. Obviously, there's a little wall. I tried to replicate one of those portable type bases you see in the Clone Wars on Anaxis or one of those. And it is a mix of that and kind of stationary. This was obviously a sandy area of the planet of Kashyyyk. That's where we are on. Now, let's look inside. Before I do that, I just want to show you a quick cool feature. If I can just move these guys, and these guys, the whole thing is going to mess up. But yeah, so all you have to do is pull this out and pull this out, and there's a little clip, and that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, so basically you have a little door that closes and opens. I think it's really nice. I wanted to put this here. I just put it there for time's sake. And yeah, I think it looks really neat. I think that we did a 3-brick door and we just slid it in. It is great. I love the way it is working. Yeah, so here is the interior of the base. Now you will notice, obviously, there is a little area that is perfectly sound for this little ITS resistance transport. Now the reason I chose this is because I've seen some people use it as a 501st transport, and I just thought that was sick. And I think it just works super well. If I could get a 501st, I'll just get my sniper, and we'll just put him right here, and it just works perfectly. Obviously there's back rooms here, and don't worry, they'll all fit. It's fine. Don't worry, they'll fit. It is a little transport. Obviously, and also, the fun fact about this set, I need to review it, but I think the reason there's stud shooters back here is because this is ride, and you're, flying, the ship's flying away, and you, have to, I haven't seen anything about the ride, so this is a total guess. There's also stud hopper areas down here. I guess they pulled up from the bottom, but yeah, there's perfect areas, so that way it fits perfectly. This ship, the mock was built around the ship. It's a great little thing. I love it. And yeah, so I'll just move the ship over for a second, and let me put the bricks back. And over here, you'll notice some crates, just storage. They just got here, the Republic, pretty much, so they're just setting up. There's a little clone pilot here that they're going to talk to get the ship secured for them. And there's also some more crates here. You have a little gonk droid that came with the set. And there's a little wall command pad. I really actually am happy with this. This is my first, somewhat intelligent type build. I'm usually pretty boring with these types of mocks, and I'm really just happy I was able to do this type of a thing. There's a little targeting computer, and obviously there's the door. This could eventually use some work. And yeah, so in terms of obviously this floor pattern, you will notice it's a hallway type thing, so obviously it will go on. This is just a tiny little section. So this is where this ship will land. There's a perfect little red area for and there's a little walkway pathway. Obviously I had this thing here before, so if the ship, it could just I guess it wouldn't enter that way. I guess there's another entrance, and it would just kind of sit down. I briefly wanted to show you guys all the currently remaining characters of the series. Obviously, I know a lot of the randos died. Now, the reason that happened, I'll show you. Now, the composition of the Republic gunship, you will notice that there is obviously the little interior area that is over here, as well as this area in the cockpit, and there is also a few clones in here. Now, obviously, all of our friends, as well as a few others, were in here. And I think we have one or two randos that are still alive, I believe. And obviously, a lot of the other troopers that died were in here and in the cockpit. So that's sort of what happened, if you're wondering. Obviously, very sad stuff. But that's why all the randos mostly died, because they were all mostly up here. And obviously, we had a few others die. We had Noble die. We had Hotshot die. Now, Bricko tried to save him, but he just kind of got whiplash, and he did not survive, especially after like explosion. He just did not fare well. Bricko just got out just in time and pulled him out with the jetpack. So that's what happened. Now let me go over the characters that are alive. Now, some of them have experienced changes. Boomer Productions is Boomer, Captain Boomer. They're not really captains, I just kind of call them Captain. Like this is Captain Claus over here, and we also have our new character coming in soon. I also have this guy over here. This is our boy, Gus. Gus is the heavy clone. He's friends with Gary and George, and yeah, I believe this is Gus, right? Gus is the heavy gunner. George is the sniper, and he lost his visor. His visor cracked and everything, so he just kind of removed it. So, and also, I totally just don't like using the visor because it always pops on and off. But yeah, here is George. He is pretty cool. Nothing changed with him other than he now has his visor up, which never really happens. Now there's just two segments now. There's 501st, and there is like the rest. And then there's obviously there's KB2. KB2 has a little Republic flag, so that's pretty cool. There's this guy, can't remember his name at the moment. There's also Connor here. This is Connor. He has the yellow arms. All of his friends in Gary's unit, which had the special arms and the special moonless capes, they're gone. This is Gary, obviously. You guys all know Gary. Gary's my boy. Here is a Bricko, Brickopotamus, named after. Yeah. And then we got Captain Claus, who is Commander Grinch, so, you know, Grinch and Claus. And then that's it. That is the makeup of the entire group. That is all that's left. Obviously, they're all the main characters for the most part. We lost a lot of our friends in that recent crash, so very sad.
Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was super fun to do. This whole process, I had to write a script for this one. Huge thank you to Brick Regent for voicing at the beginning. I totally forgot at the beginning to record that, but thank you, Brick Regent. Check him out in the description. Great guy, amazing stop motions, amazing clone voice for voicing all of these boys. Now, obviously, where we move on from here is they're going to take this ship, go to Coruscant, and it's going to be great. I see a lot of fun this season. I will say this will probably be a 3-week to once-a-month series. It's just such a big production value, and I want to be able to make the best possible type intros. That intro, everything, including this mock, everything in this video probably took a solid 15 hours to produce, and it's just a lot of work. So you're probably going to see like another mock video spread out sometime throughout the month, and then you're going to get clone traitors, which is very cool. And sometimes the mock will be clone traitors. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the other things. See you all next. Peace out, and stay awesome.